Hello, good evening, good evening. Make sure you share the live. We're going to have a great conversation this evening. Hello, Ruth. Hello, Duvon. Who else is in here?
What's up?
Not much. Just listening to some music.
Duvon in the house, man.
Yes, hello, hello. Make sure you guys share the live.
Roots. Anything on? Can see. High life. Look, Sharon
You're
inside.
high on life, eh? So you're high on life, eh?
Yeah, water. I had to take off this tag, and I remember.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by them, whoever that was.
No form of sponsorship. You understand?
Hello, Anthony. Hello, Lou. Hello, Sherelle.
Lulu.
Hello,
What's up,
Denzel.
Lulu? Denzel.
Make sure you share the live. It's going to be a great conversation.
Rudy.
Well, I think it will be. I don't know about you. We'll wait another few minutes before we get some more people in here. Yeah. Hopefully everyone had a great evening, great Monday.
Especially we who are on a lockdown. Literally.
Yeah, literally.
But the funny thing is, though, look how fast the day passed by. Like,
See?
real fast. So,
okay, well, did it go fast because you slept most of the day, or?
No, I was up. I couldn't sleep.
Oh, okay.
I tried to.
Oh, okay.
Had to Netflix and chill.
Literally.
Literally. Yeah.
I hear there was secret parties happening yesterday.
Yeah, I hear so. Not my business, not my problem. I home. That's their mess, not me.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people get catch some good.
So, I don't know if you noticed what song I was playing.
Yeah, that's when I hate. I just had to hear the intro, the styling.
That was High Life, arranged by our guest tonight, Matthew Bourne. I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
So
you
for
just
those
come on and tell you.
Oh, yeah, you can always correct me. For those that are new, because I know we have a lot of new followers tonight, hello and welcome to All Things Pan. I am your host, Danielle George, with your co-host, Kern Somerville with 1M. I feel like I have to say that every time.
I just give up on life and let you
give
just
up?
be.
Okay, cool. On this page, we usually we always talk to panists, arrangers, tuners, pan enthusiasts, and builders all over the world. So on that note, I would like to welcome our guests. I'm honored to have them on this show. Yeah, set your thing. Get yourself ready.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yay!
Oh.
Yay!
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
That's good.
Yeah, you have one too.
Kind of sleepy, but
Yeah. You have one too. Apparatus because the echoing.
Echoing?
Yeah.
What is that?
Like while I'm speaking, you hear it.
Yeah.
I think it's
No problem. No echo. No echo. It's good. It's okay.
There's an echo on our end.
I don't have mic on my
You don't have your headset?
on my chest. No, I just have my phone.
Okay, we'll make it work.
All right.
So,
So, Karan, do you want to do the honors?
Karen, do you want to do the honors?
so Matthew, usually I have my role to do, right?
Usually I have my role to do, right?
So, all the way from
So,
France, ladies and
All the
gentlemen,
way from France, ladies and gentlemen,
Steve Paddis extraordinaire,
Steve Paddis
arranger
extraordinaire,
extraordinaire, all the way from.
all the way from.
I think cut it off now.
So,
All right, he's still here.
right, it's there, right?
So we are the
So,
echo,
we are
but
the
we're still
echo,
making
but
it.
we're
Ladies
still
and
making
gentlemen,
it.
without further
Ladies and
ado,
gentlemen, without further ado,
I won't call you by your nickname.
I won't call you by your nickname.
So, Mr. Matthew,
So, Mr.
One.
Matthew, one,
make some noise!
make some noise!
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here.
Karan, is he
Karen,
still on your
Is
side?
he still on your side?
Yes, again, that's here. But when Matthew speaks,
But when Matthew speaks, and I get to it.
So I
Yeah,
right.
because he
He
disappeared on my end.
disappeared on my end.
So it's me. Good
Oh,
try.
I hear you.
Good try.
Yeah, do you want to leave?
I
Yeah,
hear
do
you
you want to
very
leave
well.
and come back, Matthew?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. Just hit
That's
the
okay.
X.
What did you ask me?
Yeah, just
Oh.
hit the X on the
just,
top of your
just hit the
screen.
X on the top of your screen.
I'll come back.
I'll come back.
How do I do that? Top of my screen.
Yeah, there should be a little X
Yeah, there should be a little X
on your right-hand side.
What
on your
happened?
right-hand side.
What do you want me to do?
Just X
Delete.
out and come
Just
back
X
in.
out and come back in.
Okay.
Yeah, could
There we
you
go.
talk
We're gonna
now?
try it again. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try it again because he completely left from my screen.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you
like
left.
Yeah, like it told me he left the room, but I could still hear him, which is weird.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Send the invite again. Or
Yeah.
I can put back on the song.
No worries. There we
Okay.
go.
There we go.
Is it better?
A little better.
A little better. Yeah.
All right.
So how are you?
So how are you?
I'm okay.
You
Thank
okay?
you.
You okay?
Yeah.
I know it's 2
I
o'clock
know
in the
it's 2
morning
o'clock
over
in the morning
there.
over there.
You know it's what?
It's 2 in
It's
the
2
morning.
in the morning.
Oh yeah, it's 2 in the morning, so I have to sleep first because I wake up too early in the morning, so I have to sleep a little 2 hours before to wake up and come to you.
I appreciate
I
it.
appreciate it.
No problem.
So before we start, I just want to
I
let
just
you
want
know
to let you know
that we have
that
the guests that we
the
have
guests that we
are going to
have
ask you
are
some
going to ask you
questions
some questions
Of course.
near the end. So
near
you're
the
going to be in
end.
the
So
hot
you're going to be in
seat.
the hot seat.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll try.
So let's start
So
off
let's start
easy.
off easy.
How did you get
How
involved
did you
in
get
music?
involved in music?
Okay. So first, sorry for my English. Huh? Sometimes I lose my words, so I try. In music, how I get involved in music, I start playing piano at 7, just because my parents my mother used to play piano, my father plays saxophone, and so they asked me if I wanted to learn an instrument, and I start with piano, and I did that just like once a week, few minutes a day, not really. I was not really practicing at that time,
Right.
Right.
and but it opened my ears, and after 10 years, when I decided to do something else than going to school, I said, okay, maybe music is something for me. So I decided to make a music school, but in drum because yeah, I wanted to become a musician. I wanted to become a drummer.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, like my father was listened to a lot of jazz music. He was a saxophone player, so jazz all the time. But me, it was rock and roll, hard rock, like heavy metal, you know. And I wanted to be a drummer, like with big drum, plenty cymbals, and play real energetic music like that. So that's how I start.
Okay.
When I was like 14. And then when I was 17, I decided to stop school and going to a music school. So it's how everything started, more when I was 18. Before it was just for fun. And then from 18, I understand that if I want to become a professional musician, I have to work, I have to practice and spend hours every day. So that's how it starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What influenced you into becoming a steel pan player?
In steel pan community, like people I like in steel pan and thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When I met Pan, I was already 25, almost 25. So I went to Trinidad. I met Pan because I played drums for Calypso Session. They were looking for a drummer, so I came. I saw all these instruments in drums I didn't know about at all. Just the sound maybe, because I knew already about like Weather Report, you know, this band from USA with Otello Molino playing inside. So I heard already, but I didn't know where it come from. So when I play by Calypso Session drums, I saw all those instruments, but I was more involved in drum thing. So I learned soca beat, calypso. I didn't know about that, so I was really interested with those rhythm. And after a while, I just try on a pan to see where are the notes. And because I play piano, I just understand really quick how it works, the logical harmonic. And so I say, what? This is a crazy instruments. So I start like that, and then with a friend we decide to go to the Panorama. 1990, it was 1998, and I didn't know about music. I mean, music for steel band music at all. I just listen few. So when I reached Trinidad, it was like, it just blew my mind. So, and I had the chance to play because I didn't choose really the band. I didn't know about anything. But we were staying by Miss Daisy McLean, and she close to people from Tokyo, Carib Tokyo, so that the first band I play with in 1998, and that was Beverly Griffith, who were the arranger. So the music was excellent, and I found it crazy. I didn't know about nothing, and just a big band like that, big orchestra with really nice music. So it's how it started for me to try to understand Panorama, steel band music, and then Bradley, Clash Bradley, is the man, is my man, is my mentor. So yeah, his music just
Nice.
So after that, I had the djembe, you know. So done, party done. Pan, let's go, pan.
Great plan.
So what we
So
are,
what we
I
are,
know
I
you briefly
know you briefly
spoke about it,
spoke about it,
but what were your
but what were your
experiences
experiences
during Panorama?
during Panorama?
In Trinidad,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, so 1998 was really exceptional. Also because it was the year, the IMAS year,
Mm-hmm.
and so that tune real crazy. So the next year we came again with more people from France. We bring ladies and thing, everybody, and we played Tokyo again, but this time they didn't make the final. So I wanted to play this final. So I learned I recorded on my I have a little thing like that, play record with tape.
Mm-hmm.
And I recorded the semi-final. And when I heard Skiffle Bunch playing Andy Narell's song, you know, the Coffee Street,
Mm-hmm.
that was really special, really different sound, jazz feeling, and yeah, I love it. So because I record it, I try to learn the melody on my tenor, and then I went San Fernando just before final, practiced with the band the last 2 days, and played the final with Skiffle Bunch. They just missed maybe a five tenor to be 100. At that time it was 100. And so it was perfect, and I did the final with them. And that was beautiful.
Wow.
Coffee Street. And then I do it again, like 2002. I went by Desperados, playing with Clive Bradley.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy too, crazy year. And we came first in preliminaries. Everybody was like, yeah. And then in final, they dropped we were the first band to play, you know, in the final. So everybody was like, play first and stay first. Yes, but we came fifth. But that was good, huh? That was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like in competition. I mean, in Panorama, because I didn't know about competition in music. I didn't do like classical competition or any competition. So it was really new for me, and I find it real funny. It's all fun, like bands fighting, like I'm gonna beat you, etc. And then at the end of the competition, everybody eat and drink together and no problem. So I like that. It's funny. And then couple years after, because it's not easy to go Trinidad every year for Panorama, and I don't want to go Trinidad and spend like 1 week, learn the tune fast just to play the final. No. When I go Trinidad, I stay 2 or 3 months and go to practice every night. You can really feel the vibes.
Mm-hmm.
And so after that, it was by phase 2, 2017, 18, 19, 3 years straight by phase 2.
Right.
We bring our children. I have 2 children. Children by phase 2. Yeah, they're lucky. They're lucky to start so young.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I would have been in a panyard at that time, like when I was 7 or 8 years old.
Yeah.
Hanging around in a panyard, listen to the music, try to do like the big one do. Yeah. So that's why I'm 50. I'm 50 now, and it's the first time you hear about me.
Yeah.
I'm a late starter. I start late for everything.
That's okay.
That's okay.
You're an amazing
You're an
pianist.
amazing pianist.
Thank you.
Yeah, and better late than never.
than never too.
Hmm?
Yeah. Better late than never.
than never.
Yeah, true.
So the other thing is the other question we have with your band, the Jazil.
Jazil. Yes.
Can you share that with us?
Yeah, Jazil. No,
Nice.
that's my CD. It's an island, a jazz island, lost in the sea.
So how
It's
what
a
made you
band.
form the band?
What made you form the band? Yeah.
Okay, since 25 years, I work with a bass player. Is a woman bass player,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like we how you say we grow together in music.
Mhm.
We make different bands together, and one of my first band was Beginning. It was a band only with white people, but playing only French island music. So music for Martinique and Guadeloupe.
Mm.
So mazurka, begin, those kind of rhythm. And because we loved those music and we were at that time working on it, I mean, to progress. And so we make a band with only that kind of music. And then it have some years, we spent some years doing our thing. And in 2005, we decided to because in the first band, I was playing drum, she was playing bass. And then 10 years after, I was playing steel pan, she's still playing bass. So we did a new band with a guitar player, Cedric Beau, and a drummer at that time, Luc Mil Perez Herrera is a Cuban drummer, start to be real known in jazz movement. And the concept is to make only composition, mix between all our influences, which is jazz, and mix with African rhythm, Caribbean rhythm from French island or from West Indies, yeah, that kind of thing.
Nice.
So it started 2005, and we did this album in 2011, and we now finished the second one. So it's like it's a slow band, you know.
But they come in.
Yeah, it's good.
All right.
Yeah.
And also, well, we have this that you also
Well, we have
some
a
CDs
that you
too
also did
for
some
other
CDs too
people.
for other people.
I see, like
Yeah.
Andy Narrow. But rather you tell us about it.
Yeah, exactly. We did that CD with Andy and Calypso Session. That was 2004. It's beautiful CD, and he brings some nice musician in it, like to add some guests, like Michael Brecker. You have Paquito de Rivera, the saxophonist player, and also Yugma Sekela, play
Wow, trumpet.
not trumpet but bugle. I don't know how you call it.
Mhm.
Yeah, beautiful album with Andy's music. Because I play Skiffle Bunch and Coffee Street.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came back France, the guy from Calypso Session, they asked me, yeah, that was beautiful music. We want to play that tune. Do it. I said, no. I don't want to do Coffee Street, like listen to the music and you know, try to transcribe and then miss some things. So I said, no, I don't want to do that. And after a while, Calypso Session just tried to ask Andy to come in France and make a workshop, and because we wanted to play Coffee Street. So he said, okay, I give you the score, and I come for a week, and we make a workshop. So he sent the score. We start to work on the tune first, and then when he came, we finished the tune and spend some a nice week with him, making some workshop, making some jam and thing. That was really good. So it's like we became friends at that time, Calypso Session and Andy Narell, and then he was also surprised to see that in France you have some steel band in that kind of level. So he was like, what they can play. So I think it's the next year he proposed us to work his repertoire, and then we started to play and working with him, and then we did in 2004 this album, The Passage. Really nice experience. And then after a few years, 2007, 2010, 11, we did 2 albums with Calypso Session, with my arrangement, and Laurent Laslinguet. We spoke about Laurent last time, Kern. The Indian guy from Guadeloupe, which is my brother, and is the first panman, real panman I saw playing, and in France, I mean, and it's him who started to teach me, how to play pan.
In
France.
He's really good, eh?
Yeah, really good. And his family is from Guadeloupe, and they play pan in France since more than 40 years.
Okay.
And we didn't know about that. We didn't, maybe 50 years, because it was his father with their brother, sorry. Ça y est, je perds mes mots. So it has pan in France, it's long time, and nobody knows, because they used to play in north of France, and they stay there and making only little fete in the weekend in some little village, and then the next one, no big festival, no TV show or whatever. So nobody know about that. Just 25 years ago, we met, and then since that time, it has some connection. Even in France, since 25 years, it was like maybe 2 or 3 steel band. Now it's maybe 25 or 30.
Wow.
It depends the size. You have some small size like family band, and you have some more big structure like association who give lessons. Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
So
That's-
you spoke about it earlier. What inspired
Yeah.
you to become a steel band arranger?
Steel band arranger. It's because in Calypso Session is an association who have our goal, our motto, I don't know how you say, is you have to put a sentence. Our sentence is make the promotion of steel pan in France and of the culture of Trinidad and Tobago. That's our thing. We have to promote this in France. That's our association, how it's born. So then we playing pan everywhere with Trini flag and thing. Huh? It's like that. and we have different bands in Calypso Session, organized in kind of different level. So now it's 4 bands. And every band, it's a little association, so it's a private association. We have no money come from nobody to help us to do it. So it's people who take the lessons, who give a little money, and then we make with all the bands, we make some gigs, and all the money go for the association.
Okay.
And so every band of the association have to have a leader, and especially a drummer, because people come in the association to play pan. Nobody come to play drums. So the arranger of the band is the drummer. So we have, it's like that in Calypso session. You must playing drum and you must arrange to give lessons about pan in the band, because it's exactly like in Trinidad. It's not, we have no scores. We don't talk about theory, musical theory. We don't talk about that. We just put people behind the pan. Okay, it's like that. You put your hand, your stick there, and then after listen. Okay, try to feel the rhythm, and it's like that. So I know about music because I start with piano, and because I love steel band music. I saw that when I went to Trinidad. So I try to in first place I tried to do the same. So I take like panorama tune and make it for Calypso session, or take a part of it, or just the jam, or just the intro. So first I was, how you say that? Copier, recopier. Comment tu dis copier? Copy. That was copy, only copy. And then after a while, I tried to do my own arrangement. And I always composed music, even when I didn't know about chords and harmony. I was on piano trying to do my own song. I wanted to do my own song. Yeah.
Right.
So it was normal for me. I just study how it works. I mean, for me in panorama arrangement, like introduction, all those stuff, the variation, modulation, all those things, like a sonata in classical music is kind of same way. And so I studied that. And when I understood that, I tried to make my own. And then since it's I'm lucky to have Calypso session as a steel band. I can experiment every idea I have every week. So after years and years, it gives me some confidence for arranging every kind of music. We try everything: classical, jazz, American song, but most of the time, what we like in Calypso session is playing Calypso.
Okay.
I was gonna ask you that.
I wanna same thing with arranging. Because we learned that you have arranged for Panama and Trinidad as well. So you can tell us about that too.
Yeah. It's Andy Narell who gave me the opportunity to arrange. That was in New York in 2003 for Women in Steel, and we just lost Claudette, who was the leader of that band. Sad, and that was my first experience as an arranger. That was crazy. We came second to last, but that was beautiful. And Women in Steel 2003. And then since that time, every year, for real, every year I'm trying to arrange in Trinidad or in London or in New York again. Every year I'm trying that since those years. So it's 20 years now I'm trying. You know?
Right.
And with my bro Lawrence.
Lawrence.
We arranged plenty music together in Calypso session. For some competition too, like in 2000 we did the World Pan Festival, first World Pan Festival.
Yeah.
So it has some preliminaries in Europe, and then we went to the final in Trinidad, and we are arranging together. And we did that again in 2015 for the ICP, the International Panorama.
Right.
We arranged Prophet of Pan together. And so since 20 years together, we talk about going in Trinidad. And we know if we are in Trinidad, both of we, arranging for a band, it will be beautiful. So it's 20 years we're trying. And the first time I had the opportunity to do it is in 2018 for Pandemonium. I arranged for Pandemonium because I play in phase 2. I had a friend, Kwesi Paul. He is involved in Pandemonium since more than 20 years, and he was okay to. He gave me the chance to arrange for Pandemonium. The problem is, I didn't know at that time that when you arrange for a band in Trinidad, you have to have players with you. Because if you come alone, like, hey, I'm gonna do some nice music, yeah, but no players. I have my team, I have my French team, but we were like 6 or 7. It's not enough. So it was real struggle, but it was the first time for me in Trinidad, and Pandemonium is a big name for me. And Clive Bradley arranged for them, so I was like, yeah, Pandemonium, nice. We didn't went to Summit, but because to reach the good amount of players, like Kwesi asked plenty crack shot. Last day they came in, right? Learning the tune, the whole music, 8 minutes, and then on the night play for prelims. So the music was like, But yeah, that was a really nice experience. And the year after, I had the opportunity to play with an old friend in Trinidad. It's Clifford Alfred, and he cares since 10 years. He was doing it because we lost him last year too. He was doing Express 21, so it's in Laventille, the back of Laventille, and with only school children or old grandpa, and really nice thing. But real small too. We were real small. But that year in 2019, it had plenty French in Trinidad. Some play Renegades, some play Phase 2, some play in different bands like that. So we all asked all the French to come in Laventille to learn the tune, and we did well. We did the Iron Love. I did Iron Love with them, like simple arrangement. I have to take off all the run and things. But that was simple, but that was cool. And for the first time, this band went to Summit. So that was a real party. Yeah. Really nice experience with a small band. And also to see all those French in Laventille teaching, teaching school children from Laventille. That was very nice. Yeah. We had good time.
So if you had the opportunity, right now, what band would you want to arrange for?
Oh, any band. My dream is Desperados, but any band. Yeah, I know I will arrange for Desperados. Huh? I don't know when. That's the only question is when. So that's why I try to stay strong. Maybe it's in the next 20 or 30 years, no problem.
We'll make it happen for you. We'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Some people from that.
But I mean, in Trinidad, every band is for me, for we in France, a big band is 25. In France, 25, 30. It's like the biggest band in France, you know. So in Trinidad, it is different. even in small category, you have nice band with 50 player will sound really nice. So I will be honored to arrange for all kind of band, no problem. Arranging Trinidad is a dream.
We got you. We'll help you out. So we have so many questions in here.
Okay, sorry. Sometimes I talk too much.
No, it's okay.
Just tell me stop.
So before we get to those questions, what is the one fun fact that no one knows about you?
Oh, the funny fact. Yeah. I don't know, really. Huh? Nothing funny happened to me. Huh?
No. Okay. We'll come back. We'll come back to it.
Okay.
There's one here from Miss Sugars. Is playing pan challenging? How is it similar or different from any other instruments you play?
I would say that it's not different. I would say that it's like every instrument. And I will say that because I believe that if an instrument is a real instrument, then you have some capacity because it's this kind of instrument. So any instruments have, you can't say, okay, this instrument is easier. If it's easier, then you can maybe play faster or play more things. So it's not easier because to do that, it's a lot of work too. So for me, it's just an instrument. What is different is because it's young, so it's a new instrument. So we're not accustomed to it. But I think it's a beautiful instrument, and it's an instrument who everybody in the whole world can feel the vibration. And when I say the vibration, because you have that piece of iron vibrating, but also the vibration, like the positive vibration who come out from it. So that's maybe the plus. But it's as hard as any other instruments if you decide to really improve. And
so another question from Ms. Sugar.
That's what I think.
What made you choose the tunes for Panorama? And why didn't you choose more Soca Song?
Sorry, can you say it again?
Yeah. What made you choose the tunes for Panorama?
Oh, which one?
I'm assuming the one you did for Express. I think. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know that. I don't know where that was coming from.
For Panorama in Trinidad?
Yeah.
how I choose the tune.
Mm-hmm.
When I arrange for a panorama tune, I try to find the tune with the more clear melody. The melody I can remember, and also a melody, or you have rhythm in it and different motif of rhythm. That's it. If it's two, it's okay. If I have two motifs in the melody, like a rhythm for the verse and a different thing for the chorus, it's okay. Sometimes you have some soca, because now it have no more calypso on radio, right? So for panorama, it has some soca. Like the melody, it's too much the same notes. So to arrange, it's not easy after to recognize if I do some reharmonization or modulation. No, not modulation, reharmonization. And it's not easy to use that material.
Right.
So I try to find a melody with rhythm on it, motif rhythm, and have two different motifs minimum. Sometimes it's not easy.
You're also in Panoramma that just passed.
Yeah.
How did you decide what songs to play for that?
How did I decide to do it?
Yeah.
To do it. And what songs?
And what song? Okay. I did it because Nevin, the organizer, he asked me if I know about French who could do it. And he was thinking it was a good idea to have some French, and I say yes, it's a very good idea because you have good pianists in France. So I call my friends, hey, you come, you do that, hey, we do that together, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be 5, 6 people who can do nice thing. And everybody tell me, yes, I will see. Yeah, okay, I will do it now. And then at the end, I was the only one to really do it. But next year we come back with more French.
Okay.
Yeah. And so it was not at the last moment, but I always have different things to do, especially when you have children. So I decide the tune because I know the tune already. Giant Steps. It's a old arrangement I did with Calypso Session years ago. So I took it and I put some intro ending. I work on it and then I record the video. And Isn't She Lovely is a tune we actually play in the repertory with Calypso Session. So I do the same thing. I take it, I do my thing for Panorama and play it. And If It's Magic, it's the same also. It's a 3 years old arrangement we did with Calypso Session. And I love this tune. So I found this tune was I found the tune is so simple with the harp and the song. And I try to do something like with different parts, plenty thing all the time with the same melody. I try, but yes, with arranged like a panorama, but in 4 minutes. I did that with Calypso Session. And so I decide, okay, it's a good thing for judges in final. Yes. Well, it didn't work, but I like the music still.
I enjoy it. I saw a lot of people share the same sentiment.
Yeah, of course. Thanks.
So we have a question here from Elliot. How is the pan scene in Martinique and Guadeloupe?
Pan is starting first in Martinique with some lessons for children and things. But it stay that level. Guadeloupe is different. They started later, but now it start to be big. You have plenty different town who have their own steel band. You have already one school I know, but maybe more, maybe 2 or 3 school or people, adults or children come and to learn pan. So I would say now it's more Guadeloupe. It's more Guadeloupe is on top. So yeah, we have to challenge Martinique to come. Yeah, and you have my bro Laurent Lalsingue. He's in Guadeloupe. Since few years he came back by his father in Guadeloupe. So this guy is a really good arranger. He's a really good pan player. He making pan, right? He making pan. He tune for the other steel band in Guadeloupe. And he's a teacher. He know about music. He did violin in conservatory. So he know about music. He teach children. He teach people. He make a steel band in Guadeloupe. So yeah, you will hear about Guadeloupe steel band in the next year.
That same Guadeloupe. Lawrence, wow.
Yeah.
Lawrence is an amazing player.
Yeah.
So Bree has a question here. What are some of the steel pan events held in France? Festival, summer workshops, etc. And do your band participate in any of those pan events in Europe?
In France, pan is really a small thing. It's a small thing in terms of event, like you said, like national events. It have no national event about pan. No, it have no carnaval, no bacchanal. Yes, see, it have bacchanal in France. It have no carnival, and it's only like festival. It's plenty festival. So you have festival for different type of music, jazz festival or world music festival or electronic festival or song festival, because France is a big country of singer. You have plenty singer. The culture, the musical culture in France is singing. So all the events about pan in France organized by ourselves. Like we try to make little pan festival, and like if we organize something in Paris, we try to invite steel band from the east or from south. We know everybody know each other in France, so we try to do that. And when them do that too, they try to invite us, and we come and we play together. So it's really nice festival, huh? And sometimes we can organize big thing, but it's always private. It's always a lot of works with a lot of people. Nobody get money just to make a small event with pan. Nobody know about it, you know.
Right.
So it's not easy.
Right. Kern, do you want to answer?
So, see, Mikhail asked a question here. Who were your influences for playing the pan? And how much has the piano influenced playing on the pan?
About the piano, I work on pan. I take a book. I have a book. Is a piano jazz book, and I worked on this on my pan.
Okay.
But you know, in music, it's everything is the same. I mean, music is the same for everybody, for every instrument. Like in this book, all the things were about piano, like how you put notes like this or like that or what. Doesn't work for me. Doesn't work for me on pan, so I don't use that. But all the scales, all the motif, how to improvise in which key scales, transposition, all that shit. It's for everybody the same. So I have it in a piano book, in a jazz piano book, but it could be a jazz guitar book. It could be the same. At my level, maybe I'm sure some, because I know some really good musician who like playing bass, and he working also on piano book, because it has some because maybe with your finger you can do so many things. Like it's real complete. It's a full thing. So you have everything with piano. So yeah, I think every musician should start with piano and drums, and then after you choose. Okay, I will play saxophone, I will play guitar, I will play this or that. And that you have the harmony and full harmony, and then the rhythm. Okay, you can do music now.
Right.
Okay.
And the same who influenced you? I know you're saying that
in terms of playing pan.
Yeah.
Clive Bradley,
But
who got into the playing, soloing and
improv and stuff.
Okay, the first man I listened to is Bootsy Sharp. That's the first thing when somebody tried to explain to me what is somebody who's playing pan. He showed me Bootsy Sharp. I was like, and then yeah, I start by listening to it, and when you listen to one tune, I remember what was that tune. He play on the second in the Blue album, the Phase 2, old one, like brum, 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 brum. Crazy. One tune like this, you can work on it for 10 years. So I start like this. Listen to Bootsy Sharp and try to do it with my tenor. In first place, that was that. And then after, just when I see somebody in Trinidad, I saw plenty players. I just love how good Trini player play pan. It's just so sweet, so easy. So I learn. I can say I learn every time I saw a Trini playing pan, you know, or like nice woman on tenor bass with their teeth. How you call that? You know, just go, you know, bling. I love that. Real sweet. So, but in terms of players, of course, Andy Narell, because he has a beautiful sound. He has a touch. Nobody touches not his own note like Andy's do. It's crazy. You can hear every note he do. It's just beautiful. So you have to learn something when you see that. And of course, Andre White now, like Andre White is the man now. Is the young fellow who really know how to play. I love how he play. Sometimes I watch him playing. He play things. I say, but it's not possible to play that. How he do? Yeah,
Yeah.
I will spend hours and months, and I won't reach that point. You know.
That's funny. Ruth has a question
Ruth
here.
has a question here.
What is your favorite
What
pan
is
of
your
choice
favorite pan of choice
and why?
and why?
My favorite what?
Pan of choice.
Pan of choice.
Oh, pan, like different pan.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
My choice is the double seconds because I'm lucky to play the sweetest instruments in the whole world, right? Because I play Ellie Manet double second signature series.
Mm-hmm.
Andy Narell lent it to me since years, so I'm really lucky for that because it's beautiful. It's really beautiful instruments. But I love all the pan. I play all the pan. I love playing cellos or triple guitar. Ellie Manet doing some nice triple guitar or triple cellos. Or tenor bass, six bass. I play a lot of six bass. I love the low six bass, like in fourth, not in fifth, but the C with the F.
Okay.
And like that, you can have the low A just in six. So really nice. I love that pan. I have one old one from Pambury.
Okay.
Because once they came in tour in France, so we bought some instruments from them, the lowest one. So I have one low six bass with low A, an old one from Pambury. Really nice instruments. I can spend hours on this one. Every pan is sweet.
Nice.
Tenor is different. I play a lot of tenor, but for me it's more an instrument for panorama, like a section instruments, like powerful in section. When you play it alone, I find it's too high. So after hours practicing, I don't want no more. Too much high. But I love how Victor Provo, how he play tenor. Like sweet. When you play sweet tenor, that's beautiful. Yeah. I can't fight.
So Island Jim has a question. Playing with so many people, do you find different countries play different style of playing?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's like everywhere now, but I remember in 2002 the European festival. You have steel band from Norway, from Finland. They came in Trinidad. From that kind of country you didn't know about, like they play in pan. So really, it's really different. Like I saw some people from Finland, like young people, they were jumping up, like, but maybe a little too much with the hand like this, But they play good, they play nice, and they play nice music, and they like calypso, they love calypso. This band is still pan lovers. Really nice guy and really big energy, but he in their own way. I remember some steel band from the US also, university, because they are accustomed to play in university, and I imagine maybe it's a fast way to not a fast way. It's because it's in university, so you do that a year or 2 years, maybe after you change and some new come. So they use scores, and when you see a steel band with all these scores for everybody, and everybody watching the scores and watching the pan and watching the scores and watching the pan, for me, it's just crazy.
Right.
But also, they can play real good too. So yeah, it could be real different from a country to another. And I think everybody is different, I think. But I think the country who is not Trinidad, but when you watch them playing, it looks like Trinidad and sounds like Trinidad, it's France!
Oh, good.
Good.
So we have a question again.
So we have a question again here.
Yeah.
With respect to the Panagramma,
With respect to the Panagramma,
well, they're saying what was your thinking
well, they're saying what was your thinking behind
restructuring of the giant steps? So
of
what
the
was
giant
the
steps?
reconstruction?
So what was the
What's the idea
reconstructed
behind
and
it?
what was the idea behind it?
My idea was to do sweet calypso with a jazz tune, which is most of the time see as a complicated tune. Giant step, it's not easy to improvise on
Exactly.
it because of those chord changes, right? But it's not really true. First, it's not really true because it's only 3 different tonality, and you can use 3 pentatonic scales on it. Pentatonic scale it's only 5 notes. So it's simple to improvise on giant steps. The problem is at what tempo, right?
Right.
Because
Right.
yeah, if it's everybody know that, so that's not easy. So that's why but the melody is simple, so it's easy to if you just put down the tempo
Break it down.
and put this strum, just simple, put this strum with the real chords. It sounds one time, it's not me.
Right.
It's Coltrane.
Yeah.
So after I just try to use those chords and this melody, like change the rhythm, put some lines in it between, just try to arrange a little bit, but the music is here already.
Right.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Think of
Something
so, great job.
Great
Well
job.
done as
Well done as well.
Thank you very
So-
much.
So
You
I
mentioned
love
you
this.
have kids.
kids.
Sorry?
You mentioned you have children.
You mentioned you have children.
Yeah,
Have you taught them
Yeah.
how to
Have
play
you taught them
piano?
how to play pan?
yeah, of course.
Okay.
That is the next generation. The next French generation.
The next Matthews.
No,
Choose.
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. When I start to play in calypso session, I was young, and now I see plenty players from that time, from 25 years ago, who everybody had children, and everybody put the children in a panyard since they born. Even in the belly, they came in and practice with the big belly. So now it's a new generation, which is really different from us. We learn pan like we were adults already, and them started. They always know about pan. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
And I have a son. He's 14 now, and he started playing pan just with his mother in class, in pan lesson at 7, and at 9 he plays first Panorama by Phase 2 on tenor bass.
Wow.
And then he play again the year after on tenor, and the year after on tenor also. He reached the front line the last year.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, But for final, Booksy tell him, no, you go in the back.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
He's a real good player.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, maybe because it's so Pan is in his life since the start. So for him, Pan is normal, and he got perfect pitch. He just play.
Okay.
He's cool, but he don't care about that. He don't care about music. He don't care about Pan. I mean, he like it, but he play football. He do something else. But he loves Panorama. He loves Panorama.
That's good.
When you have the opportunity, like to play in London, for example, he loves that. When it's playing with a real big band, with real big player, yeah, he like it. But it's working on my arrangement with Calypso Session. No.
We have a question here from Duvon. How is it being given the opportunity to work with Calypso Rose as a drummer and as an arranger?
With who?
Calypso Rose.
With Calypso Rose. Yeah, I work with her only as a drummer, not as an arranger. But after after talk with her and because she know I lead a steel band, I arrange for a steel band. So she told me, yeah, do this. That was a Senior Citizen Day. You should do Senior Citizen Day. It's a good tune. Booksy wanted to do it. Yeah, do the arrangement. So I do it. I did it with Calypso Session, and I sent it to her, and she said, "Wow, it's wonderful. It's beautiful." And after that, we making a CD. We making an album like a tribute to Calypso Rose. And by playing only arrangement I did from his song, but I never arranged for her. Not yet.
Okay.
Maybe for the next album. She should ask me.
It'll happen.
So you have two things.
She goes sell less. Sorry.
So you have two things. So
You have two
Calypso
things.
Rose and
Calypso Rose
Desperados.
and Desperados.
You
Yes.
get that?
You get that?
Yeah. And Calypso Rose, she really nice.
Yeah.
I'm lucky too because it's a French drummer, a French team of musicians she had at that time for maybe 4 or 5 years. She came in France, and nobody know really about her at that time. I mean, in terms of business in Europe, and
Right.
but in France she had some gigs, so she came, and then she go Germany, she have some gigs in Europe, but few, and that's why every time she came in Europe, she took French musician, and for a tour in WOMAD Festival in Australia and New Zealand, this drummer he couldn't do it, so he asked me to do it. So I did this tour WOMAD Festival with Calypso. That was so nice.
Wow.
That was my best ever thing I did on drum. Play with Calypso Rose, Calypso, everything I like on drums.
Yeah.
And with big festival with plenty people, like thousands. Really nice. Everybody singing Calypso Rose songs, in Australia.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was really nice experience.
Yeah.
And then after I had to do something with the steel band, with her music. So we try one tune and then the next one and then the next one. And after we had a small repertoire of Calypso Rose song arranged in steel band. And because she came back in France for touring too, we asked her at that time if she had one day to come in the Panyard to sing with us. So we organized that. And she said, okay, no practice, huh? She came. She said, okay, what do you want me to sing? So I said, okay, this song. And then we just go.
Wow.
And all the people who were here really enjoyed. It was like kind of private because our Panyard is small. But it was like 200 people and Calypso was with a Calypso session still band singing. That was really nice.
Wow.
Thank you for this.
So, Miss Sugars has a question. Do you have a music background, like a degree in music?
No.
No?
Non, pas du tout. Non, no. I never been in a school who give one, because I did private lessons with a private teacher on piano when I start, and when I did drums, it was a jazz school, but it have no diploma, nothing like that at the end. It have one, but it's not recognized by the state, so it means nothing. If you want to teach after in different school, it means nothing. And anyway, I don't have it. And then after for Pan, I never been to school for Pan. I just been to Trinidad, but they didn't give me no diploma too. So no.
We have a next question here. What's the best musical composition you ever arranged for Panorama? Or whatever arranged for. No matter what part of the world.
I can't say. It's not me to say it. I think everything I do is beautiful. So.
Oh.
All right. So Kwesi, you get the answer there. That's Kwesi Paul.
That's Kwesi Paul.
Yeah.
Yes, Kwesi. I don't know.
You answered it already.
I think it's always the last thing you do that you think is the best. That's what I think.
Okay. Yeah. That's fair. So we're gonna go back to our question that you avoided.
Okay.
A fun fact about you.
Oh. No.
Do you sing? No one?
Give me an example.
I have a good example.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, like you nickname a call, yeah?
Yeah. This is a funny fact about me.
Yeah, it's so fun. Yeah, exactly. So that way you like, right?
I can explain that if you want.
No,
Go for it.
Okay. So I did Panogramma, and that was a real nice experience. That was my first competition as a player, so that was really funny. And because I was sure to win, right? Because I am the best, so I have to win. Everybody know that. And, so because I came first in prelims, first in semis, when I came fifth in final, it have some talk like, well, it's not normal. Yeah, but the Trini play better. Yeah, And then somebody put a picture of four Trini standing up and beating a French on the ground. So that I really love watching this. I found it really, really funny because it's just funny. So I took the picture. It's my wife, Julie. She told me, hey, you should put that on your profile picture. I said, yes, it's good. So I did that. And then after, it's Kern who found my new nickname. He called me the Bacchanalist. So I said, yes, I love this one. Because people talk after that. Why you put that picture? So I have to explain. No, it's not because I'm hungry or whatever. No, it's just for fun.
Right.
So you see, I have a friend of mine in Calypso session, Magda. Magda, she play a beautiful triple guitar. She put me Bacchanalist. You see it?
Yes.
It's sweet, huh?
Yes, that's your top, man.
Yeah. Woo, Bacchanalist.
This man on this on my DM with that same jizz, you know. And to me,
Okay. I send one for you.
Yeah.
I
appreciate that. Of course. And I want to sing when you were singing it.
Yeah, this song. As a Bacchanalist.
Oh my God. So
I have to do an arrangement of this one.
You do?
Yeah.
You should.
So before we end this live, you mentioned that you have a CD coming out?
We hope so. Very soon, maybe very soon means in French. Very soon is not as long as in Trinidad. Huh? In French, very soon could be 3 months.
Okay.
So maybe it's September or something like that.
All right.
Okay.
We will definitely look out for it.
But you will know.
Yeah.
You will know.
Awesome. Well, I just want to thank you for coming on tonight. We appreciate it.
Thanks a lot for having me.
I know it's really early over there.
Yeah, but now I'm awake now.
Okay.
Thanks to you.
You're ready to make more
bacchanal.
Yeah. I hope I can. I hope I will come for the Bacchanal for next carnival in Trinidad. Huh?
Yeah.
I hope it will have one.
Yeah, long overdue. Yeah. But just like that, I just want to say it's really a pleasure meeting you. I know we definitely will keep in touch.
With pleasure.
We have something. I'll call you later.
Cool. That was a pleasure. Answer your question. It make me feel like I am somebody. So thanks to you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. We'll definitely keep in touch. Anything you have coming up, send it to me and we'll post it for you.
No, not really. No, I have nothing else.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, you have a good night.
You too. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, be safe.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah. Just hit the X on the top of your.
The what?
The X?
The X. The
X. The
X.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Take care.
Oh, that was good.
It was good. I mean, the little echo, but small thing, but we spoke less, so we covered it good. You know, and what I liked about it is that the same thing we have in similarities, the passion and love for the instrument. At the end of the day, it's not about Trinidad, Tobago, France, wherever. It's just about the instrument and how we shared Guadeloupe and all these experiences. So it was really an eye opener for me, and I hope the same for others too.
Yeah, definitely. I saw a lot of people come in. I couldn't talk because there was an echo. So I want to say welcome and thank you for coming in and watching. Yeah. So on that note, we might do an open discussion next week. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see.
Because remember you planned to do an open discussion today, and you see what it turned out to be. So
yeah,
we never know.
So we'll see what happens.
All I have to do is just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. Follow the page. Or you say tell a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Share it, and you get some good vibes.
Exactly. And I keep forgetting to mention this, that we're on YouTube right now. So if there's any videos, see? If there's any videos you want to rewatch or share, go to YouTube, All Things Pan. You'll see everything there. Not everything. Most of the open discussions aren't on there, but the interviews are on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
So, on that note, have a great night, everyone. Thank you all for coming in again and supporting and watching and commenting and having questions. There was bear questions tonight, by the way. Bear questions.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, after Gary Holman, I wonder if you're on Instagram.
We'll see what we can do. Make
some calls.
Yeah.
tell me she got to behave herself, please. But she could slow to any Marshall. Okay. Daniel, that is your problem there. That's why. That individual.
I see nothing. I see nothing. I know nothing.
And Marvin called to get both come.
Yeah, Marvin's very late. Very late.
Yeah.
But okay. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Take care. Good night.